before we got calls in, so then we can
Get it
talk
off
about
your
everything.
chest, Jack.
Pit boost. Pit boost.
Yes.
Now, this is interesting for me because I don't know how. What I would like to find out now is my question is, how long does it take? Because there's a standard stop. Let's say the standard stop, which gives you 10% of energy, right? Recovery. If you just do the standard 10, we know that's 30 seconds, right?
Yeah.
But what's 15? What's 20? So it's 20 a minute. But would you stay in the pits for a minute to get 20% energy over 10? But then you'd have to make up the 30 seconds of time. Like, that's what I'm interested in now with the pit boost. Is right, there is an allotted. Apparently, there will be like drivers will pick a mode, right? So it might be. It hasn't been fully sort of explained. Maybe we'll get a bit more with Tobias if he knows any bit more. But let's say there's 5%. You can charge for 5%. It's a shorter pit stop, but you've got to do more energy conservation. You've got the standard 10%, and then the 15%, which is 45 seconds. But if you get 15, you've got 5% extra energy to play with, but you've got to spend an extra 15 seconds in the pit lane. And that's the question I'm really intrigued about. Is it worth stopping for longer in these things potentially to get the benefits back from it, or will the standard normal 10% work out? I think that's my biggest question when it comes to these pit boost alterations and the strategy element that they're trying to play with.
I've not even questioned it because I didn't realise they could have dynamic. I didn't realise they could change how long they stopped for.
Yeah.
Which has that brought refueling back to a Formula Sport? Because obviously I know they removed it in F1 because it's just dangerous, flammable liquids. But obviously it's a little bit safer and high voltage and whatnot. But it is a lot safer when you've got a pair of rubber gloves on.
I know you were mentioning it in chat. Was pit boost, because we talked about the pit boost strategy, and now there's this new how longer stops means you get more energy. Then I also show them shorter stops you get shorter energy, but it's that time saved in the pits. What do you know about that? Because that, when I saw that as I said, it intrigued me. That was like, how is this going to work? Is it going to be beneficial to take a longer stop, or is it going to be beneficial to take a shorter stop and try and save energy, but you win back the time from being less stopped in the pit lane?
I think that will depend. It will depend on the track. For example, track position has sometimes a bigger importance than in other tracks. I'm not sure if there will be longer stops. I think the drivers will get the possibility to have a shorter stop to get less energy. As far as I know, the pit boost chargers will work with 600 kilowatts of power again.
Yep.
So that means, because of the bigger battery the cars have, that a 30-second stop will recharge about 7.5% of the total energy. And from my understanding, there will be 2 or maybe 3 different settings the drivers can choose between. For example, 6%, 8%, and 4% to recharge during a pit stop. Then the pit stop times will be 30 seconds, 22 seconds, and 15 seconds, something like that. And this is the thing the drivers can choose. To be honest, it was an idea that I already had when pit was introduced. I think it's a good idea to give the drivers more strategic options.
Yep.
If everybody has to do a 30-second pit stop, then in terms of strategy, this doesn't change anything.
Yep.
Yeah. Everybody has to stay as long in the pits as any other driver has. So probably we will see different strategies because of this, and I hope the drivers will do different strategies.
Yep.
Maybe they will be doing the maths before and knowing this strategy will be the fastest, and everyone does the same strategy again. But I hope there will be some differences on the track where it's not so easy to overtake, that a driver that's far behind, makes a really early pit stop and just a tiny amount of energy, and so he gets track position and yeah, has to defend against cars that are behind him that have more energy left. I think this could be interesting, especially in combination with attack mode. But I think we have to wait and see what the FIA decides. As far as I know, the FIA will decide this from race to race.
Yep.
So there will be not one version for the whole season. They will change it for every race.
Nice. A bit like how they wanted to do that with attack mode a little bit and so forth.